Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, we are diving into the fascinating world of corporate finance through the lens of mind mapping. Whether you are a finance student, an entrepreneur, or someone just curious about managing money at a higher level, this video is for you. Stick around because by the end, you'll gain a clearer, more structured understanding of core financial concepts. So let's get started. First up, we have financial management, the backbone of corporate finance. Think of it as the art of juggling resources, from capital structure to working capital management, risk management, and even cash flow management. This is where companies orchestrate their financial resources to drive sustainable value. Imagine running a business without managing growth or cash flow. Pretty chaotic, right? With proper financial management, firms make smarter decisions and steer toward long-term success. Now let's talk about the time value of money, one of my favorite topics. The principle tells us that $1 today is worth more than $1 tomorrow. Why? Because money can earn interest over time. We calculate this through concepts like future value, present value, and yes, the famous rule of 72. Want to know how long it takes to double your money? Just divide 72 by your interest rate. So that's the magic of compounding. Next up is capital budgeting, the process companies use to evaluate major projects and investments. This is where financial foresight plays a crucial role in shaping the future. It all starts with cash flow, the lifeblood of any project. This involves analyzing the initial cash outlay, periodic cash flows, and the terminal cash flow at the end of the investment. By tracking this, businesses can forecast how the project will impact their finances over time. Then there's the payback period, a simple but useful tool to calculate how long it takes for the project to recoup its initial investment. Although straightforward, the payback period doesn't factor in the time value of money, making it less comprehensive than other methods. Now, for a deeper dive, methods like net present value or NPV, internal rate of return or IRR, and the profitability index or PI come into play. These approaches account for all cash flows, the time value of money, and required rates of return. Unlike the payback period, these methods provide a clearer and more accurate assessment of a project's long-term profitability. Capital budgeting isn't just about numbers. It is about making informed decisions that shape the trajectory of a business. Moving on, let's dig into analysis of securities. This part is all about understanding and evaluating investments. From financial ratios to models like Capital Assets Pricing Model or CAPM, and Weighted Average Cost of Capital or WACC. This helps investors and companies make informed decisions in the stock market. A critical component here is fundamental analysis, a deep dive into a company's financial health by reviewing its financial statements, earnings, and market position. This method helps predict future performance by assessing the company's core strengths. By analyzing securities, businesses can assess their performance, measure risks, and determine if they're on track to meet their financial goals. Capital structure, the balance between debt and equity. Companies carefully decide how much debt to take on because while debt is cheaper or tax-deductible interest, it comes with risks. Too much debt can sink a company, but just the right amount can fuel growth. The goal? To find the perfect mix that maximizes firm value without increasing financial risk too much. Sometimes, companies need to shake things up. That's where corporate restructuring comes in. Whether it's financial restructuring, strategic realigning, or redirecting core business, this process helps companies stay competitive. Think of it as hitting the refresh button on an organization's structure to stop losses and boost efficiency. Last but not least, fraud risk management. No company wants to lose money to fraud. So, identifying and mitigating risks is crucial. By safeguarding resources and implementing internal controls, businesses can prevent fraud from derailing their success. Fraud management is not just about preventing losses. It's about protecting a company's reputation and ensuring long-term stability. And that's a wrap. Corporate finance may seem complex, but breaking it down into mind maps makes it easier to digest. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what finance topic you'd like me to cover next. So, see you in the next video. Thank you.